This is an Elvis A to Z production.
If you got a problem, I don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can assure you this, I can help. I got two strong arms and I can help. It would sure do me good, do you good, let me help.
Put those damn headphones on, or the goon will punish you.
All right, guys. Hey, this is Rick with Elvis-A to Z, and we have Cam, the goof, and me, the dude. And we are on episode number 20. 20. Can you believe we're at the 20? And episode number 4 for the American Sound that we're doing. Going all in chronological order of the way he recorded them. And I think I want to down a little bit of that light off of my face. It looks like I'm under interrogation there. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I'm excited about this. Now, last week, somebody, I think it was Tracy, made a comment about adding some information. Now, from the, I have the writing for the King book, and it talks with different artists. Now, I'm not going to do that today, but I am going to incorporate that in, moving forward. But I have some really good background information about American Sound. So I thought I'd just, bring it up. We'll spend about 3 or 4 minutes. I got a nice little video that they filmed while they were in the studio. And so it's a really cool, some of you may have seen it, some may have not. But, there's one thing we got to do, though. One thing.
What's that?
Yeah, one thing.
Baby.
Oh, well, that sucked. Let's try that again. Take 2.
𝐸𝐷005, take 2.
Okay, so one thing we got to do is we got to get over into the American Sound studio. And there's only one way to do that.
Hello, baby.
That worked better.
That worked.
Hello, everybody. All right, so American Sound, that's the picture outside the studio. Very lovely, elaborate building. Probably got about 40 coats of paint on it. It's in the back or the front of a restaurant. And currently what's there is I think it's a Dollar General, a dollar store, some type of store that's there now. But I'm going to give you a little history of it. But first, here's a video. It's about 1.5 minutes. And it's of them in the studio, Elvis, and you see him with different people, some of the musicians and all that. Pretty cool video. So enjoy. I don't know if it has any music or anything to it, but yep. That's Roy Hamilton there on the right. He passed away a few months after this.
Jeez.
That's a good background music.
That's a cool photo.
Yeah, there's Vernon, Roy Hamilton. Boy, he looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There's all the Memphis boys. That's Reggie Young, Dean Chrisman, or maybe Bobby Emmons. That's the drummer on the right, Chrisman. And you don't see any of the Memphis Mafia.
No.
That's Chip's Moment on the right. That looks like George Klein. I don't think that's George Klein. Is it George? Yeah, then Roy Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elvis covered a couple of songs that he had done, Unchained Melody, and he was also the one that sang "You Can Have Her" which Elvis sang only one time ever in concert, May 11th, 1974, and I was in the audience. Afternoon show, Los Angeles. Great, great song. Even the bootleg version, he kept taking it up another step, another. Oh, it's just great. So, but yeah, he offered Roy Hamilton they had all these songs and demos that they were going to do for these sessions, and one of them he handed over to Roy Hamilton to do called Angelina, and I think it brings it up in here in the slideshow. I'm going to show you, but it's sad. Roy Hamilton passed away not long after this. But here's a little slideshow. So, American Sound Studio was opened in 1964 by Chips Moman, a musician, engineer, and past employee of Stax prior to their mass success. Unlike Stax, American Sound was not connected to any record label, which meant that anyone was free to record there and use the studio's group of top-notch session musicians, the Memphis Boys. And we've seen them, talked about them. Gene Christmas, the drummer, bassist Tommy Cogbill, and Mike Leach, guitarist Reggie Young. Awesome intro on Suspicious Minds. And Bobby Emmons on keyboards and Bobby Wood. The Memphis Boys are a major component behind what attracted record labels and their artists to American Sound Studio. Son of a Preacher Man was there. The Letter by the Box Tops, Angel of the Morning, Hooked on a Feeling by B.J. Thomas, Skinny Legs and All by Joe Tex. Some awesome hits. I mean, they had a rash of, I think it was like 164 top 10 songs coming out of that studio. And the studio, unfortunately, closed in 1972. And the building was demolished in 1989 to make way for an auto parts business. And I think today it's a dollar store or something like that. But
That's so sad.
yeah, but I like reading stuff like this. It's so there's Elvis with Chips Moman, who's the producer, owner of the studio up on the top, and the bottom is Elvis with Millie Kirkham in the middle, who sang with him after Sissy left the first season in Vegas, and she came the next year. She was there with him during the That's the Way It Is. She's the one that's walking with him in back behind when he's walking in the fringe suit or in behind the stage.
Yeah,
And
as far as I can remember, she left just after shooting for that rap.
right, yeah, you're right. It wasn't long after that, but she recorded with Elvis for years, back almost to the early '60s. She did a lot of studio work with him. Awesome. There's the Holiday Girls right there. They're the ones you hear most of the female backups on here, and there was some on the Stax records. And then Elvis with Roy Hamilton again. There's Reggie Young, really young there. And then
He looks
Elvis.
almost like Red.
Yeah, you're right.
He looks a lot like Red West.
Then you got Tommy Cogbill, one of the bass players with the Memphis Boys. Gene Christmas in the back there, he's the drummer. Elvis and Bobby Wood. Keyboardist Bobby Emmons. He did a lot of the clavinet and just great organ work. There he is with some of the guys just hanging out. And Elvis, he loved the bass. There's Reggie Young, a little bit older. This is after all that sessions. There's Chips Moman making a face. Working on Ed Colas, who worked as an engineer, was also the harmonica player for the Memphis Boys. Now that's the studio.
My God.
Talk about tight knit quarters.
Wow.
When I was saying that they could bump, they could knock each other in the head with their elbows. I mean, look at that. Look at the drum set way in the back. Gene Christmas, and you got the bass player right there. You got I think that's Emmons right there on the keyboards. Reggie Young right in front, and then another keyboardist behind him. That's tight quarters. Where the hell did they put Elvis?
He probably, because if you look at that, he probably stood right in front of the bass drum.
I think
But
yep. You see, right behind that pillar, I think is where he stood, because it looks like there's some kind of. I'm getting a short in this cable already. It looks like there's a some kind of equipment there, but this is one of the very few pictures of anything inside that's public that's been found that I've been able to find, and I've done a lot of searching. There's Elvis with Roy Hamilton. Chips had to arrange the studio's recording schedule to accommodate Elvis. He kicked Neil Diamond out and brought in Elvis. Roy Hamilton was recording in the same studio during the daytime, and Elvis would come at night, and he met with Roy and all that. He gave Roy one of the songs, and Angelica, not Angelina. The song turned out to be Roy Hamilton's last single. suffered a stroke and died at the age of 40. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. There's Gene Chrisman. I mean, look how freaking tight that is. I mean, that
Jeez.
wall's right on him.
Yeah.
And imagine, and you think about this. That just goes to tell you, you don't need some big old freaking fancy studio when you're all tight knit like this, and you can do this. I mean, it'd be nice if they had a little bit more room, you know. But
That says that says a lot though about the hardware because uh, considering the amount of space they had to work in,
yeah,
you didn't get much bleed from the other instruments into the mics at all.
right. No,
And
you're
you,
right. There's no partition. Usually, you have a partition in front of the drums,
yeah,
where there's plexiglass or just a acoustic wall. Wall.
yeah,
Unbelievable, huh? Elvis
crazy.
recorded some of Roy's hits, and "You'll Never Walk Alone," "Hurt," and "Unchained Melody." And there's the studio outside again. That's what we're using as our background. And there's the group. There's all of them. Chips on the right, and all the Memphis boys, and Elvis on the stool with that bass guitar.
Looks like he had a special connection with the bass guitar.
Yeah, I think Gene Klein was the only one of the group that came in, and I think he's there with Gene's girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, George always looked like he'd had a night of serious drinking before his
Yeah, I
photos
know.
with his dark eyes.
He's a DJ, man. There's Elvis with Chips. Chips, I swear to God, I just wish he could have done more with Chips.
And even those acoustic boards, if you look at them, they're not really that thick either.
Wow, Tommy Cogbill worked with the Muscle Shoals Studios. Wow, that's I think that's where some of the Skinner stuff came out of. So I thought that was kind of cool. I put it together. Guys give you a little bit of appreciation of, what it was like in there. And, like they said, when Elvis walked in there, he says, "What is this place?" You know,
Jeez, could you imagine how hot it was in there?
I mean, Sun Studios look like the Taj Mahal compared to the inside of there.
Yeah,
But you're right. Or how cold.
yeah,
Because they were recording during the wintertime.
in the winter, yeah.
Sorry, guys. I've been kind of ill the last couple of days, so I'm having my coffee.
It's really a shame that it didn't stay around like into the 80s, that no one really got like film footage of it going through on a tour like they do with Sun Studios. It would have been amazing to see.
Now, the interior there, all those walls they tore them down and put them in a museum. So the actual interior studio is somewhere in a museum in Nashville, I think it is.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
No, it's not the same. No, but it's still kind of cool to go in there and say, "Oh, Elvis, you know, pissed on this wall."
I get I guess that's what happens when you have people in charge of a city that don't really appreciate history.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna get started here. What we've got today, I'm trying to remember the order of them now. We've got "Inherit the Wind." We have "Mama Like the Roses." We have "My Little Friend." And what else do we have? I should be smarter than this. Oh, and we have, by request from the 60s, and it's Something for Everybody album, "Give Me the Right." So we'll do the American Sound ones first. These are all in the order that he recorded them, and that's the order we're doing. "Give Me the Right" was done in 61, I believe. I'll show you the information here. We got, let's see. So this is "Give Me the Right," recorded March in 1961. He recorded "I'm Coming Home" at the same time. Steve Sholes was the one who was there before Felton. Here's "Give Me the Right," 4 takes. All these songs are 4 takes or less. "Mama" was like 1 take. "My Little Friend" is basically 1 take with a couple of overdubs. "Mama Like the Roses" and "Inherit the Wind," same day. We're only into the second or third day of him starting the recording. Look how far we've gotten already. So there's some great takes. They'll be quick, but there's really some cool chatter and all that. So without any further ado, we are going to start off, and there it is. Listen. It's a rehearsal here in the wind. At peace.
Baby,
Ooh.
don't fall in love with me. I'll only bring you grief.
Use that guitar.
Baby, don't set your heart on me. I'll only have to leave. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. Well, that's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. Daddy, he was a wandering man. I hardly knew his face. Mama, she cried for him at night. He never stayed in one place. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my vein. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. I can't give you the love you need. I just won't be here that long.
I love the simple.
But if you still want me here tonight, I'll love you till the break of dawn. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. 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 Inherit the wind.
And vibrato is incredible. Just
Yeah, and he's not even working his voice too hard. It's just easy. But I like that. It's there's nothing. I almost want to say the live version destroys the song for me. Because to be honest, I didn't really know the song until I heard the live version of it.
yeah,
And to
I
be honest,
wasn't
I get
really
that.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't into the live version at all. I
Yeah,
don't
I
care to.
never was really impressed with the live versions from of these type of songs when he did them live. I mean, they were good, they were done good, but it just took away the softness and just the um
Yeah.
I don't know, the intricacy of the song. It's just his voice is just. I'm glad it was so up front here, so we could really hear it.
Yeah, and the way they panned it slightly to the right too, it wasn't smack bang center.
Yeah,
It kind of made you, it put you in the position to focus on the vocal a little bit more. Whereas I think if it was panned dead center, it might have slightly gotten lost.
lost. Yeah, the I I forgot what I was going to say now. The the simpleness of the song is just before we get to the overdubs when they add the strings and all that, which Moment did was I think Moment was the best one with all the producers that knew how to treat the songs with overdubs. you
Yeah.
know and they fit in right, but I do like this, almost what would you call a raw version of this, just very simple, almost an acoustic version of this song.
Yeah, I mean, if you could, apart from a few technicalities that you
Oh
could
yeah.
edit out at the beginning, that could go for a master tape.
Yeah. All right.
Get out here, let me see.
Baby, don't fall in love with me. I'll only bring you grief.
Now he's got some echo.
Baby, don't get your. I'll only have to leave. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. My daddy, he was a rambling man. I hardly knew his name, Nace. Mama of him at night. He never stayed in one place. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. Daddy, he was a traveling man. I hardly knew his face. Mama, she cried for him at night. He never stayed in one place. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. Now that's how it is when you inherit the wind. 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 Yeah. Inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. Inherit the wind.
So the next one is the master, and I think this was take 3 coming on. Huh? Or was we just listened to 2 or 2?
I think we just listened to.
Okay. Let's see. If it's take 4, it's the master, and what they did is they spliced a couple of them together. But you may be right. I always lose track. I get into the music, I forget where we're at. Oh, it's the master. All the overdubs.
Baby, don't fall in love with me. I'll only bring you grief. Baby, don't set your heart on me. I'll only have to leave. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind.
Beautiful mix.
Daddy, he was a wandering man. I hardly knew his face. Mama, she cried for him at night. He never stayed in one place. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my veins. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. I can't give you the love you need.
Oh, the way he does that.
I just won't be here that long. But if you still want me here tonight, I'll love you till the break of dawn. 'Cause the north wind flows through my veins. Like my dad, there's a dream in my brain. In the morning I'll have to leave again. That's how it is when you inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. Inherit the wind. Inherit the wind.
What do you think? That was a good mix.
Yeah, very nice. But again, less is more.
Yeah. The only thing I would have done was I probably would have backed the strings down just a little bit. But
Yeah.
other than that, I love the girls in the background. That just kind of gave it an ethereal feel, you know. But at least his voice stayed up front. You didn't bury his voice and everything, you know.
No, very nice.
Yeah.
I must say, I prefer the studio take to that.
Yeah.
Much, much nicer.
Okay, we should be getting into Mama Like the Roses. Oh, undubbed. Oh, yeah, here's the undubbed master of Mama Like the Roses.
Oh, mama, like the roses, she'd grow them in the yard. But winter always came around and made the growing way too hard. Oh, mama, like the roses, and when she had the time, she'd decorate the living room for all us kids to see. When I hear
the Sunday bells ringing in the morning. I remember crying when she used to sing, oh, mama, like the roses. But most of all, she cared about the way we learn to live, and if we said our prayers. You know, I kept the family Bible with a rose she saved inside. It's pressed between the pages like it found a place to hide. Oh, mama, like the roses, in such a special way. We bring them every Mother's Day and put them on her grave. Oh, mama, like the roses.
That's one take. This song always gets to me. It was just when I was growing up in our front yard, my mom grew roses. This is California. And all along we had a split rail fence all the way around. It wasn't a big yard we had. By the time I cranked the lawnmower, I could play one song on my little box and it'd be over with. The lawn wasn't very big, but it was.
Wow.
She manicured that front yard, but she had all different colors of rose bushes all around that split rail, and people would come and. The neighbors would come and, ask if they could have some to take to their wife or whoever. And my mom always said, yeah, that's what they're there for. And so when we moved, there was some red and yellow roses, and I grabbed 2 of each, and I put them in a jar, a glass vase where you could see through. And I still have it.
Wow.
And I still have those flowers in and those roses, and I look at them, I think of my mom.
Wow.
She loved this song. She just and every time for the very first time I heard it, it just made me think of her. It makes me think of her.
Wow.
So that one hits me, especially since I just lost her a couple of years ago. All right, so that's what they say, overdub. So that pretty much everybody must have been in the studio at the time, even the one hitting the gong.
Yeah, but also it's just very nice. It's like just a bass and piano,
Yeah.
and the drums, brushes is just there to keep time.
Yeah,
That's
that's all
all
you
it is.
need. You don't need anything more. I mean, just a little bit of a nice, even, low background of a few, of. I've listened to the acapella. We're going to do the acapella on this, and it's wait till you hear it when it kicks off. You will get goosebumps. I'm telling you, prepare for goosebumps. It's really good. What's the next take?
I must say I'm not really familiar with that song. I know about it, but I've never
Yeah,
really sat down and listened to it.
it was on the B side of one of his singles. I believe, "Mama Liked the Roses." Let's see what was on the other side. Let's see. I'll do an edit on this. It was the Wonder View. It was on the flip side of the Wonder View.
Wow.
So this was recorded '69, but they put it on there when he released Wonder View in '70. And it's a picture of him standing in a white coat, standing in a church. Okay, now we got some vocal overdubs they're adding. Just keep it simple, man. Bass.
Oh, mama, like the roses, she'd grow them in the yard, but winter always came around and made the growing way too hard. Oh, mama, like the roses, and when she had the time, she'd decorate the living room for all us kids to see. When I hear the Sunday bells ringing in the morning, I remember crying when she used to sing. Oh, mama, like the roses, but most of all she cared about the way we learn to live, and if we said our prayers. You know, I kept the family Bible.
That organ's perfect.
With a rose
Nice.
she saved inside. It's pressed between the pages like it found a place to hide. Oh, mama, like the roses, in such a special way. We bring them every Mother's Day and put them on her grave. Oh, mama, like the roses, ooh, mama, like the roses, oh, mama, like the roses.
That organ is a perfect ad.
Yeah, very nice.
And you gotta have an organ when you're talking, you know, spiritual churches or.
Yeah, but it added something else to the picture.
Kind of a spiritualness.
Yeah. Very cool song.
Sorry, guys, this one gets to me. All right, so let's. What we got next? I think this might be the master, the monster.
I'm sorry about disturbing you. Okay. I need you to come back with a classical answer. You're sounding pretty good.
Here we go. There we go.
Oh, mama, like the roses,
Just how I remember it.
she'd grow them in the yard, but winter always came around and made the growing way too hard. Oh, mama, like the roses, and when she had the time, she'd decorate the living room for all us kids to see. When I hear the Sunday bells ringing in the morning, I remember crying when she used to sing. Oh, mama, like the roses, but most of all she cared about the way we learn to live, and if we said our prayers.
You know, I kept the family Bible with the rose she saved inside. It's pressed between the pages like it found a place to hide.
Oh, mama, like the roses in such a special way. We bring them every Mother's Day and put them on her grave. Oh, mama, like the roses. Ooh. Mama, like the roses.
Very cool song.
I mean, everything, it's just so spiritual feeling, you know, church. I don't know, spiritual, more churchy. I feel like I'm sitting in a church or standing outside a church where you're hearing the church bell ring and, you know, you hear the choir singing. It's just,
Very cool.
this one just hits me every time. It's such a freaking awesome song.
And yet again, you don't have to have a shitload of overdubs to.
No,
You don't.
no. All right, we got My Little Friend, take number 1. I like this song.
2, 3, 4.
My warped and worried mind resorts to wandering off to ponder things I never talk about. A pretty girl I used to know, but wouldn't know if we met face to face. And defying every logic known, I wish the time machine could take me back again. To the wonder of my first love, the old folks tease me about, referring to her only as my little friend. Somewhere far away, and maybe not so far away, a child has grown into a woman of the world.
The words are incredible.
Wow.
I assumed this knowing that she knew so much of life at such a tender age. I learned from her the whispered things the big boys at the pool hall talk about. The thrill and disappointment, fear and shame that first love brings. But oh, how I thought I loved my little friend. The fragrance of the green grass mingled with the scent of love and womanhood. A moonlight night I kissed and cried and swore I'd never touch another girl. But time moved fast and I moved on, and I loved others time and time again. But with each time I thought of her and always gave a little more, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend.
Familiar with that song?
Not at all.
I saw the look on your face when it started. I thought, boy, you just disappeared. Where'd you go? You just totally disappeared on the picture like you went right into that feather behind you. That's funny as shit. Yeah,
Now you see.
there you go. All right.
Now you see me.
Now you don't.
Now you don't.
And I thought I was the weird one. When it started, I looked over at you and I thought, he's never heard this song before. He doesn't know this song. I love it.
No,
It's a great song.
very
Actually,
cool.
I think that was a B-side too. My little friend. I better put Elvis or I'll come up with some little cartel guy from Mexico. I don't mean that. It's just. What's that? Where's that movie? They say hello to my little friend.
Oh yeah.
It was on the flip side of Kentucky Rain.
Oh.
Yeah, say hello to my little
Say
friend.
hello to my little friend.
When my son, when he was younger, he took him a while to really gain age, and he was almost into semi-pro paintball at age 12. He was good, but he was real small. But these guys, whenever we go out to this field to play, they always wanted him on his team, and they'd be out there, and he'd be sneaking up there, and one of the guys would go, "Hey, you guys, say hello to my little friend. He's coming up on you." I got it on videotape. It's so funny. Sorry, I digress, but I love my son. He was good, man.
That's a completely new one for me. And
Yeah.
that's what makes it awesome because I've stopped saying that I know most of the songs of most of the songs because I know there's still a shitload in there that I don't even know about.
Yeah, there's one that I always liked, and then I didn't, for a long time, I hadn't listened to it. And I forgot all about it. And then all of a sudden it came up and I saw it on this. Don't You Think It's Time? I always liked that song. It just got a good intro to it. All right, so let's see, take two. Actually, this is the vocal overdub, then we got the master.
Tighter mix.
My warped and worried mind resorts
nice.
to wandering
Dry
west to
vocal.
ponder things I
I
never
love dry.
talk about.
Especially with a song like this.
Yeah.
A pretty girl I used to know, but wouldn't know if we met face to
Because
face.
I like to have just a little bit of
And defying every
Yeah.
logic
It's just
known,
cool to hear
I wish
dry.
the time machine could
Because you
take
can
me
hear the
back
words.
again.
Yeah.
To the wonder of my first love, the old folks tease me about, referring to her only as my little friend. Somewhere far away, and maybe not so far away, a child has grown into a woman of the world.
I like that line.
Yeah.
I assume this knowing that
Who
she
wrote this?
knew so much of life at such a tender age. I learned from her the whispered things the big boys at the pool hall talk about. The thrill and disappointment, fear and shame that first love brings. But oh, how I thought I loved my little friend. The fragrance of the green grass mingled with the scent of love and womanhood. A moonlight night I kissed and cried and swore I'd never touch another girl. But time moved fast and I moved on, and I loved others time and time again. But with each time I thought of her and always gave a little more, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of remembrance for my little friend. symbol of a remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of a remembrance for my little friend.
Basic, man.
All right.
That's actually a good fit for the flip side of Kentucky Rain, too. It's got that
Yeah.
acoustic guitar in there, and it's just got that feel.
Very cool.
All right, I think this is the master. Yep. Wow.
My warped and worried mind resorts to wandering off to ponder things I never talk about.
Get the vocal dry, which is nice.
Yep.
A pretty girl I used to know, but wouldn't know if we met face to face. And defying every logic known, I wish the time machine could take me back again.
You leave that out.
To the wonder of my first love, the old folks tease me about, referring to her only as my little
I
friend.
like that.
Somewhere far away, and maybe not so far away, a child has grown into a woman of the world. I assumed this knowing that she knew so much of life at such a tender age. I learned from her the whispered things the big boys at the pool hall talk about.
For me, that's too much.
Much things, yeah.
The thrill and disappointment, fear and shame that first love brings. But oh, how I thought I loved my little friend. Oh. The fragrance of the green grass mingled with the scent of love and womanhood. A moonlight night I kissed and cried and swore I'd never touch another girl. But time moved fast and I moved on, and I loved others time and time again. But with each time I thought of her and always gave a little more, a symbol of a remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of a remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of a remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of a remembrance for my little friend. Oh, a symbol of a remembrance.
Too much for me.
Yeah, I would have, with the strings, I would have said, right, take the acoustic guitar music and play just the bass notes.
Yeah.
In other words, the strings would sustain the bass notes on the acoustic. That would have been enough.
And that back and forth that went there for a second, that was just a bit, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's kind of weird.
And it was a little bit, the strings were loud, too
Yeah,
loud.
I like the second. I like the second take. The second,
Yeah.
second one before
Yeah.
they did the master. All right,
Yeah.
next one's a little bit of bluesy. It's called "Give Me the Ride." Requested. Should be changing the picture right about now. This is a great song. Hank Garland, Scotty Moore, all of them.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Okay. Hey. the right to hold you tonight. The tears that I cried over you give me the right. You can't say no when I need you so. I want you back in my arms. Give me the right. If you looked deep in your heart like I look into mine, you'll find that nothing has changed. Our love was there all the time. Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the right. Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the right.
Great song.
Wow. Very similar chord structure to Don't Leave Me Now.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that's a good point. It sure is. Almost the same rhythm, same.
It's actually the same chords, just in
Yeah.
a different sequence.
Don't leave me now. Give me the right. Wow. Damn.
The only difference is the bridge differs,
Yeah.
but the verses are the same chords, just reversed.
Great song, man. I love it.
Very, very cool song. I actually don't know this one either.
Wow. I'm stumping you today.
Uh-huh.
Okay, take two.
That sound a little better, Freddie? This show, is that
Yeah.
a little better with the tempo?
Yes.
MWW0570, take 2.
Bert.
I thought that was Cam for a second.
Who is that guy actually?
The engineer. I'll check when we got this tape.
Don't leave me now.
Yeah.
To hold you tonight. The tears that I cried over you give me the right. You can't say no.
Wow.
When I need you so.
I think that's Millie.
Yeah.
I want you back in my arms. Give me the right. If you looked deep in your heart like I looked into mine, that nothing has changed. Our love was there all the time. Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the Why make me plead for something you need?
Unbelievable. Angelic.
I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the
I think the next one's a false start.
www.𝐶0570, take 3.
Let's check on my dogs while we're doing this. Little monsters.
Give.
Yeah, that's good. That's an echo.
Okay.
www.𝐶0570, take 4.
Give me the right to hold you tonight. The tears that I've cried over you, give me the right. You can't say no when I need you so. I want you back in my arms. Give me the right. If you looked deep in your heart, like I look into mine, you will find that nothing has changed. Our love was there all the time. Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the right.
Wow.
Very nice.
Let's see, what was it we wanted? We were asking, let's see, what was this? Takes. This was, 4 takes. Engineer was Bill Porter. That's who it was. WWD 72.
Oh,
7, 4, 6, hi. All right, so Great song, great request. Thanks, Lori. That was a great request. You guys keep putting requests down there. I got one that I think I finally found the taste for. Somebody requested a while back. And we'll do that in the next week or two. But other than that, I think we've caught up with most everybody on requests. So make sure you put your request down below. Now for the grand finale. We have two great acapellas. The first one shall be. Now, what I did, like I did last week, is when there was a long section of just music, I cut those out because otherwise it would be like dead silence between them. So I just kind of shortened the song a little bit. But normally you wouldn't even. Excuse me. Wow, I need to edit that out. Just reminded me I had eggs for breakfast. Kind of stupid. I forgot I had eggs for breakfast. It just reminded me. A little bit of mushrooms, some tomatoes. Sorry, guys. Should I edit this out or should I just let them know how stupid we are? I think they already know how dumb we are. So, all right, here we go. Mama Like the Roses. Time to calm down.
Oh, mama, like the roses, she'd grow them in the yard. But winter always came around and made the growing way too hard. Oh, mama, like the roses. And when she had the time, she'd decorate the living room for all us kids to see. When I hear the Sunday bells ringing in the morning, I remember crying when she used to sing. Oh, mama, like the roses. But most of all, she cared about the way we learn to live and if we said our prayers. You know, I kept the family Bible with a rose she saved inside. It's pressed between the pages like it found a place to hide. Oh, mama, like the roses, in such a special way. We bring them every Mother's Day and put them on her grave. Oh, mama, like the roses. Ooh. Mama, like the roses. Oh, mama, like the roses.
You can hear him pronounce every single word. Even when I get to the T, you can hear the end of the word is just.
That's why I prefer the vocal dry, because when there's too much echo, you can't actually hear the end of the phrasing.
That's the great thing about American Sound on it. And Elvis was about echo in the beginning, and even towards the end, there seemed to be a little bit more echo, but nothing like the '50s. But this echo to me, and I would say 95% of the songs that came out of American Sound was to perfection.
Yeah.
It was enough to accentuate his voice, but not enough to take away from it. So now we're going to do an acapella of "Give Me the Right." This one's pretty cool.
Oh.
Give me the right to hold you tonight. The tears that I've cried over you, give me the right. You can't say no when I need you so. I want you back in my arms. Give me the right. If you looked deep in your heart, like I looked into mine, you will find that nothing has changed. Our love was there all the time. Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the right. Why make me plead for something you need? I want to bring back the thrill. Give me the right.
Even on songs like that, it just brings out, you know, obviously in '61 they had a little more echo on it. It was fine with this on an acapella, but I would like to have heard it without the echo. But it's just, I mean, this is 1961. What are we, 7 years away from when he started? Listen to the quality of his voice. He's only been back from Germany for what, a year?
Yeah. Pitch perfect.
Unbelievable.
Pitch perfect.
Unbelievable. Great suggestion, Lori. That was a good suggestion. I appreciate you doing that. And, like I said, everybody else, let us know what you want. If I can't get it, I just can't get it. But a majority, I would say 80% of the songs I can get. Some of the tough ones are in the 50s, but there are some out there. But from 1960 on, I could pretty much get all of them, one way or another. But this was a good session today, I think. What do you?
Very, very, very cool.
Great songs.
2 songs that I've never heard before.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Well,
Very
listen,
good.
guys, this is Saturday, 2:00. If you're watching this on the premiere, we appreciate you joining us. If you enjoyed it, hit the like. If you don't subscribe and you want to subscribe, you'll get notifications. And also, we have an app. If you want to join us, we're up to 12 people. I'm excited about the app, about it. And let's do this. Let me enlarge this baby. Ooh, that's enlarging. So if you scan that, you'll be, and you have WhatsApp. If you don't have WhatsApp, download it. It's free. It's a great app. Awesome app. And I send out notifications of what we're doing. And if everything goes as I plan, we're going to be doing a watch party this evening. And we're talking about, this is Saturday at 6:00. We're going to do another documentary. And then we'll do our regular scheduled every Tuesday night at midnight, Tuesday, Wednesday morning, midnight. We're going to do a documentary. We got part 2 called Cut Me, I Bleed. It's a BBC documentary from 1987. We watched the first one. It was good. We had a blast. Nice chat. Yeah. We had some good chat.
Very cool.
And we want to continue that. So we're going to continue that regularly. And if this works out pretty good for Saturday, for today, if this is when you're watching it, That's going to be regularly scheduled. That gives us an opportunity to get a little bit more of a broad audience, especially being on a Saturday. It'll be right after Rich's show that he does at 3:30, and of course we're doing this at 2. So it's a jam-packed day of ease of the Blue Moon guys in one form or fashion. And so, and each week we're going to add just some different things. Sunday we have our live stream coffee date with Elvis fans with the Blue Moon guys, and we're going to finish off the last train to Memphis. One way or another, we're going to finish it off. We'll have some other highlight stuff. We got some updates on a few items, and we're going to have a blast. It's all positive, all Elvis, all good, no drama, no drama, no drama, no drama. It's over with. And once again, we appreciate everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Cam?
Very, very cool. Very, very cool this week, I
Yeah.
must say. Very much. Sorry to everyone that was expecting the bobblehead this week, but the bobblehead also needs a day off.
Yeah, we got
But
some bobblehead songs coming up here pretty soon.
very cool. And as usual, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. All right. Signing off, TCB. Love you guys. You guys are very support. We got the. I think we got the best subscribers, best followers. Great chats, great conversations. So let's keep it up, and join the group, join the chat. I'm gonna integrate some things with it. If we get enough people, I'll start doing some trivia stuff and stuff, things like that. And otherwise, Rick the Dude signing off. The Goof.
Thank you, guys.
Deputy
See you all
Director.
tomorrow.
There you go.
WB005 out.
Boo.